In this video, I'm gonna review the new Godox iT32 flash, which is a very tiny and very interesting flash. And I'm gonna review it from the point of view of a macro photographer. So I'm gonna focus on how it performs in macro photography, is it good for focus stacking and so on, and how does it compare to other popular options within the same size and price range. I'm gonna compare this flash to the Godox V350, which is slightly larger, and also with the Viltrox Spark, which is about the same size. And before we jump into this video, I just want to say that before you buy any expensive gear like this flash, you should also consider buying knowledge. I have my macro photography handbook, everything I've learned over the past 10 years as a macro photographer in an ebook for you to purchase and read today. Gain all my knowledge in a couple of evenings of reading. Now I've also released my new book, my photography composition handbook, with everything you need to know about composition in photography. Go check them out in my web shop, and now let's get into the video. So the first thing you notice about the Godox iT32 is that it is very tiny and cute, but it still has this foldable design so you can adjust the angle of the flash. Just like most other Godox flashes. You have a modeling light here on the front, which is pretty strong. And it has a built-in battery that you cannot change easily, and it is charged via USB-C. The flash overall has a high quality feel to it, and it has a very nice color display, which is even a touch screen. So very nice feeling overall. Another thing you pretty quickly notice about this flash is that it has a very innovative feature, which is this hot shoe foot that you can detach from the flash and use wirelessly. So this is actually a wireless transmitter. And not only can you use it with the Godox iT32 flash, you can actually use it with other Godox flashes as well. I tried using it to trigger my Godox V350 and it worked great. So that's actually very cool. Godox recently released the X3, which is also a very tiny transmitter, but as you can see, the foot on the Godox iT32 is even smaller and tinier. And you actually have some basic controls here, as you can see. So yeah, very cool to just have this very tiny transmitter. And I might actually use it out in the field someday with other Godox flashes as well. Godox isn't first, however, with this kind of design where you have a small transmitter magnetically attached to the flash. I reviewed the Lightpix Labs flash a couple of years ago that also had this design. Problem with that flash though was that unfortunately it was a bit too weak for macro photography, so I kind of gave it a negative review. And this one has the potential to be stronger, and in a moment I'm gonna show you just how strong it is. Price is around $100 here in Sweden, and I would say that's a very good price considering what you get. So what's in the box? Well, besides the flash unit itself, we also get a couple of yellowish gels that you can use, for example, to shoot indoors in tungsten light. You can then get the flash to also have light in the same color, so that would make editing a lot easier afterwards, so you don't mix light sources of different colors. And these camera foots, they come for all major camera systems, so if you, like me, use 2 or 3 different systems, you can just buy the flash and then a foot for each system, so that's very nice. So I did some testing. First I wanted to figure out how strong is this flash compared to the Viltrox Spark, which is similar in size and price, and the Godox V350, which is slightly larger. So to test the strength of this flash, I made a very simple test. I had the same subject, the same camera settings, the same everything except the flash, and then I started shooting this flash at 1:16, and I compared it to 1/32 on the Godox V350. And they were exactly the same. And I did more tests compared to the Godox V350. and I concluded that basically the Godox V350 is one step stronger on all settings. So for example, 1/16 on this flash is the same as 1/32 on the Godox V350. 1/8 on this flash is the same as 1/16 on the Godox V350, and so on. Then I also compared it with the Viltrox Spark that I reviewed recently, and I concluded that the strength of the Godox iT32 is exactly the same as the strength of the Viltrox Spark. So if I use, for example, 1/16 on this one and 1/16 on the Viltrox Spark and compare the exposures and the histogram, they will look exactly the same. So with that out of the way, I wanted also to compare the stamina. How many continuous flashes can I do with this? How good is the stamina compared to the Viltrox Spark and the Godox V350? And I wanted to test them on the light output that is 1/32 on the Godox V350, because that is the light output required to do macro photography. That is how much light you need typically if you have a good diffuser that is efficient. And that means that I set the Godox V350 on 1/32, and I set the iT32 and the Viltrox Spark on 1/16, because that is the same light output, and I want this test to be fair in that sense. And it is fair because I cannot set this to 1/32 because that would be too weak, at least for my needs in macro photography. And my results were that the Godox V350, the slightly larger sibling of this one, had better stamina. It's not a big surprise, but it could last about twice as long when I was doing stacks at like pretty high rate of flashing. And the stamina was also worse on the Godox iT32 than it was on the Viltrox Spark. The Viltrox Spark had really good stamina. I went for over a minute at a fast burst rate on 1/16 in strength, and it did not weaken. So this is not maybe the best flash in the world if you're gonna do deep focus stacks, but it definitely can do focus stacking. You can do some focus stacks, but you should expect them to be like not too deep, maybe 8 or 10 frames, and maybe the battery will not last as long as, for example, the Godox V350, but certainly it can be used for focus stacking. So who is this flash for then? I would say if you are serious about focus stacking, I would not recommend this flash. Like if you're gonna do a lot of focus stacking, I think you should get the Godox V350 or maybe even the stronger siblings, the V480 or 860 even, because they will perform a lot better when you do a lot of focus stacking. But if you want a very small and compact flash that you can just throw in your bag and always have with you, and if the detachable foot is an important feature to you, if you're gonna use the flash wirelessly a lot, but also on the camera, and if you want that flexibility to be able to switch between the two modes a lot, yeah, then this is the only game in town. This is what you need, and then you should probably buy this one. But if you just want a super compact and cheap flash for occasional macro photography, and you don't need this feature with the detachable foot, then I think the Viltrox Spark is a better option. It is slightly cheaper and it has a lot better power and stamina than the Godox iT32. So yeah, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed and see you soon again.